So, if we are looking for the best smartphone camera, shall we just pick up the new iPhone or do a little bit more research before we pay for our next device? I'm Ray, and today we are comparing the cameras between the Galaxy Note 5 and the iPhone 6s. Not the Plus, to be exact. The Galaxy Note 5, as we can see, is one of the best Android devices, especially when we are focusing on the camera. While the iPhone 6s or the 6s Plus is the only choice for an iOS flagship smartphone, isn't it? To make the long story short, let's take a deeper look on their cameras from these two great devices, from technical specs to day-to-day performance. So, let's start off with their specifications. For the aperture, smaller the value means larger the aperture is. So, the Note 5 has a larger aperture, larger sensor, and more pixels. Which means good, it has an advantage. On the spec sheet, the iPhones, in contrast, 12 megapixels, f2.2, and a smaller sensor. But the pixel size is larger on the 6s than the Note 5, which means there's a battle here for the low-light performance. And, mind you, the iPhone 6s Plus does support optical image stabilization, which help enhance not only the video stabilization, but also the low-light performance. Okay, we are now looking at the sample photos. It is weird to say the iPhone 6s with less pixels produces more details under broad daylight. As a Note 5 user, I have to accept this. But in terms of bokeh, the Note 5 shines here, thanks to the larger aperture. This picture, the Note 5, tends to overexpose a little bit. Not exactly overexposed, but I would say the dynamic range is wider on the iPhone 6s. Some of you folks may have noticed it on a previous set of photos. The photos chosen are with more significant difference. On daily basis usage, they perform really close. Low light performance. In this particular environment, you can't tell the difference if you are looking for just the clarity. They both render the dust very well. Wow, the Note 5 wins here without a doubt. I was still using the auto mode. Thanks to the larger aperture, the Note 5 shines in low light performance. Not the end of the story. If you want more, the Note 5 offers a YouTube live broadcast function, as well as a Pro mode, which allows us to fine-tune some settings like the shutter speed. So, for extreme dark scenarios, if you know how to use the Pro mode, or you're willing to learn how to use it, the Note 5 is better. However, the iPhones, the screen that supports 3D touch is integrated with the camera app. So here you go, the live photo. As well as the 240fps 720p slow-mo. The videos can now be played back for 8 times slower than it is originally taken. Compared to the 120 fps on the Note 5, you can never do this. All in all, the iPhone 6s or the Note 5 has a better camera. It depends, the performance and the broad daylight are both great, not a huge difference. If you love taking night photos, the Note 5 is better. If you did enjoy using the slow-mo on the iPhone 6, or you just want to try it, then the iPhone 6s. Well, it is also more user-friendly, maybe. The Pro mode doesn't even exist, so yes? If you are a geek like me, the Note 5 won't disappoint you. While if you won't go into the Pro mode anyway, the iPhone 6s is also a very capable device.